Hey there, how y'all doing? This is going to be a response to Firearm Patriots Holiday video that he did. He wanted us to give a response on what weapon would we use to replace the U.S. military's current weapon, if any, that we would use to swap it with. And that's a pretty good question there, Russ. I'll have to say, back when I was in the Army, that was a long time ago, we all used the 1911 45. That worked great for me. I mean, I still do not understand why the military went with the 9mm, not especially the Beretta. I just wonder why they went with a 9mm at all. This worked great for us when I was in. The 45's got stopping power. It was a reliable gun. And when I was going through, and you had to qualify in basic training at Sand Hill at Fort Benning on the M14, ear protection, what's that? We didn't have any, or safety glasses. When I got to military police school, had to qualify on the old 1911 45. There again, no hearing protection, no safety goggles. She's empty. But the 1911 to 45, I really liked it. The only drawback I can see now, back then it wasn't a hindrance, but now I can probably see that the only thing somebody might have a problem with a 1911 45 with is the amount of ammo you can carry. And this is 7+1. Today, where I work, we carry the Sig Sauer P229 40 caliber, and it holds 13+1. That's a lot of ammo, which reminds me back in my Army days, when I hadn't been out of military police school long. Been doing stockade work, gate duty, on the post, doing this. Well, I got town patrol one night, and I went to the desk sergeant, what you need? And I said, hey, Sarge, I drew town patrol tonight. We were only allowed to have one magazine of 7 rounds. I said, I got town patrol tonight. Can I get another magazine or two? He gave me this funny look, and he said, let me tell you something, son. That's why we sent you to military police school for. Then he goes, if you go out there and you get yourself in a jam where you need more than 7 rounds, you're in deep crap. And I didn't get another magazine, and I never forgot that. But by today's standards, even carrying the Sig with the 13 rounds and 2 extra magazines, that's 3 rounds of 13 magazines. If you get in an altercation a lot farther than 25 yards, a handgun ain't going to do you no good anyway. That's when you call in SWAT or CERT. We don't have a SWAT team anymore. They changed it to CERT. That's the Sheriff's Emergency Response Team. Anything past 25 yards, you're not going to be standing out there trading shots with somebody past 25 yards anyway. Just pull back and let the SWAT guys and the snipers take care of that. But your question was, what would you replace the current issue with, if any? Well, right now I think they're carrying the Beretta, the 9mm, and I love 9mm rounds. Don't get me wrong. I have a Glock 26 9mm. I have the Ruger LC 9mm, and I love them. They're great. But if you're going to be in a defensive role like that, I would think some of my, I love Glocks, but that's not the only gun in the world that there is. I think a good replacement for it of course, would be the 40 caliber round. If you're not going to go with a 45 and you're not going to go with a 10mm, make it a 40 round caliber weapon. And some of my choices for that would be the Sig Sauer P229 40 cal, what we carry now, or the Sig Sauer P226 40 caliber. That's a good. The Sig P229 has a 13 round capacity +1, and plus 2 extra magazines. That's plenty gracious enough. Another one would be, another choice I have would be the Smith & Wesson M&P 40 caliber. That thing's got a 15 round capacity. Very nice weapon. I love Smith & Wessons. I love Sig Sauers. And I wouldn't be opposed to going with the Glock 22, which is, I have the Glock 23 40 caliber, which I do love, and I can shoot this. It's probably one of my favorite guns. But the Glock 22 is just about an inch longer, maybe not quite, but maybe about an inch longer. And I think it carries, I think it holds 15 rounds too. but that would be my choice. F and N, 5 and 7. That's a good one. Those would be my choices. I could probably think of one or two more, but I would be happy going with the Glock 23 on duty right now. As a matter of fact, it wouldn't hurt my feelings to use the Glock 26 or 27 because I'm just that comfortable with them. But those would be my choices, Russ, and that was a good question you had. I know a lot of the Georgia State troopers now, most of them are going to Glock, but you still got some of the old heads that they carry the Smith & Wesson, I mean not the Smith & Wesson, they carry the 1911 45. That's the way they carry it, cocked and locked, with a hammer around in the magazine, the hammer back, and the safety on. That would take some getting used to for me. But those are my choices, and I'm going to be interested to hear what everybody else has to say on it. But that's my video for you, Russ, and thank you very much, sir. See you later.